Was on before. Suzuki's line comes out here for the rest.
Yeah, the A group out. There's Matheson with the pass. Knocked out. Low front. Caulfield scores!
That gets the crowd into it. Here's Gallagher. Habs will set it up. Armia towards it. Tip, score! The tip in front. Brendan Gallagher. Power play goal.
Linus Ullmark is going to have a big job with the Ottawa Senators this year as well.
Here's Lane Hudson. Dangling far boards. Gooley. Wrist shot. Caulfield score! Zadorov actually scored his first NHL goal versus Boston. Came in as a rookie and led all. Defenseman score! Seeing eye shot from the blue line. Caden Gooley let it go. Armia pumps it back in for Gallagher. He's had a strong game. He cuts it again with Evans. Jake Evans. In front. Gallagher score!
You better be ready.
Here's Caulfield to Matheson. Back for Caulfield. Takes a shot. Scores! Lane Hudson. Watched by Brady Tkachuk. Got away from Tkachuk. Slides it in the corner for Caden Gooley. Back for Hudson. Hudson to Newhook. Walking in. Scores! Thrown in front. Tkachuk trying to find it, but it's cleared away. And it's a break for Nick Suzuki. Goes to the net. Stop the line. Scores!
Sticks. Matheson at the point. Curling out is Suzuki. Matheson, maybe a lane. To the outside. Gooley. He scores! Caden Gooley! To the goal line, knocked down, good hand-eye. Slafkovsky, Eller gets back. Caulfield does a nice job to set up Matheson. Suzuki with a shot, tipped in!
Islanders have not taken a lot of penalties this season. That's just the 10th one they've taken as Matheson gets it down to Caulfield. Shot down, scores! Paul Caulfield! Suzuki for Slafkovsky. Hands it off, Cole Caulfield's got it, scores! Caulfield's shot sneaks through for his second of the night.
Tip and a good job, Suzuki. That was Crosby-esque at the side of the net there. Anderson centers in front, score! His first of the year. You knew it was coming. Talk to Mike Matheson. Suzuki. Cutting in, Suzuki. Speeds back and score! What a goal!
They now go on the attack. Armia, they head for Evans, 2-on-1. Evans waiting, shoots, scores! Cole Caulfield to Mike Matheson. Throws it towards the net. Great chance for Suzuki. Right up the net, scores! Kirby Dach. I believe the word is confidence.
I didn't want to get you drinking.
Scores! Newhook in front. Taps it home. Here comes Sutcliffe. Knocked away by Hudson. Up for Nick Suzuki. Pass up through center. Caulfield has got it. Caulfield scores!
Busting in. Zach LaRue. Good puck retrieval. Carrier brings it to the middle. Shoots to the trap and scores!
Suzuki one-timer stop by Kolosov. Now Caulfield dishing off to Struble. Tries a wrister. Was in front. Scores!
Torch just shook his head saying, okay, that's the kind of kid we're dealing with. Talent, fearlessness.
Anderson off the boards to the line. Logan Mailloux shot, scores! Matheson again up high. Over to Nick Suzuki. Tries the wrister. That's off traffic in front. Glove down now by Cole Caulfield. Wrister scores! And he'll move it right around for Evans. Back to the far side. In comes Savard. Back to Gallagher. Sends one over and Evans scores!
Oh, it's not new to him.
No, he's done it every step of the way. Mailloux loads up. Rebound score! Cole Caulfield make it 9 on the season. And Montreal's got some life. It's 4-1.
Short memory as they play Thursday in Washington.
Matheson, little dish. Josh Anderson, bouncing puck, score. Anderson tucks it up top. And it's 8-2. And Washington again able to clear off the boards. And then Suzuki dumping Protas. Habs come away in numbers. That wrist shot, score!
It was
8%.
Not good. 8%.
And you knew it was going to get better for number 13, and it has. What a start. Drop pass. That bomb, score! Lane Hudson let it rip. Hudson gets it from Suzuki. Lane Hudson. He'll send it across. One-time drive. Score! Nick Suzuki buries it. And it's why he's up here, why he made the NHL. In front, Gallagher, space, score! What a goal! Brendan Gallagher when they needed him. And he played for Slovakia at the recent World Hockey Championship as well. Chip up ahead, Jake Evans, drop pass, that shot, score! He needed one. Alex Newhook works it in. Backhand pass up to the near point. Chip back in by Gooley. Pass for Anderson right on. Follow and try. Score. Brendan Gallagher back to back. And then he gets crunched by Gooley. If they did it again, would you take Slafkovsky first overall? Absolutely. Newhook, pace in, the shot, score!
In behind for Gallagher. Armia up top. Hudson around the horn. Kicked away, scores! In front!
They will play it around the boards. There's Brendan Gallagher. Pass stretched up ahead. Anderson in, shot, score! What a start! Suzuki waits. Thought about the shot. Hudson. Lane Hudson towards that tip, score! Cole Caulfield! 3-2 Buffalo. Krebs threw it to space, gave it away. Here's Kirby Dach. Over the line, Slafkovsky. Suzuki shot, score! Bouncing puck, the chip and chase. Slafkovsky spun around, goes around power. Centering, Suzuki, score! They play pass. Up top, Matheson. Kirby Dach. Matheson. Delivers. Oh, Caulfield tried to tip. Side of that, Caulfield score!
Look at the backtracking by Palmieri, though.
Here we go. Here we go.
4-1 lead. Here's Dobson. He'll get his first.
Matheson with a shot off the leg in front. Suzuki after it. Chipped it off the boards. Dach fired it down. Comes right to Caulfield. Scores! Checks up for Arber Xhekaj. Armia to Nick Suzuki. Cuts in. Takes a shot. Harris lost his glove, gets it back, finally breaks free. Now they can rejoin the play. As Caulfield goes after the Blue Jacket zone. Centered and front, scores! Jake Evans! We'll see if Dean Evason still decides to maybe get the goalie out. If they get it down the ice, Matheson scores!
No quarter given by Ekholm. Slafkovsky on him, it's rolled around. Matheson with a shot, tipped in! Draisaitl sticks his nose in. Evans, Caulfield, Gooley. Scores! Caden Gooley! Goal line play, McDavid trading places with Draisaitl. The pass choked off. Dumped out by Evans. Bullseye!
Back for Arber Xhekaj with a shot. Pinballs around in the slot. Gallagher's got it. Goes to the net. Scores! Jaden Struble banks it home.
I mean, pretty impressive the way they're getting that going.
Now a pass in front. Fox, a backhander. Comes free. Bolduc, and he scores! Bolduc gets the rebound. His first goal of the season. He scored the Blues' second goal. And then Holloway, Parayko's open. Lets it go. Rebound, Bolduc, and he scores! Bolduc into the top corner. And the kid has two tonight. And the Blues have a 2-goal lead.
Holds it in. Cole Caulfield. Up for Struble. Space, in, shoot, score! What a rocket! Jaden Struble, 1-1 game. Platforms. Newhook, just out of the reach of Dvorak. Jams in front of him, out the score! Jammed in, Alex Newhook!
And Zach Werenski will get it to center. LeBanc trying to drop it back. It's picked up by Slafkovsky. He's in, he scores! Juraj Slafkovsky. Johnson gains a line, flips it up in the middle of the ice. Taken away by Slafkovsky off the boards. And it's Cole Caulfield in alone. Scores! Lane Hudson back the other way with Cole Caulfield. Hudson checks up, drops it. Suzuki shoots. Knocked down, rebound, scores!
Gallagher back to work in the corner. Out of the reach of Jones. Gallagher in front. Had Dvorak. Up top, clean. Matheson score! Welcome back, Mike Matheson in the lineup, back of the net. Kreider, little nudge on Matheson. Suzuki holds it in. Look out, Caulfield with Newhook shot, score! Cole Caulfield, 3-2 game.
Where is the coverage on the face-offs? How is Suzuki get so alone?
Caulfield drops. Hudson in across Suzuki, score! What a pass! Hudson to Suzuki.
For Xhekaj trying to find some space. Arber Xhekaj. Hudson on goal! Scores! Arber Xhekaj! Dropped it off. Caulfield waiting, shoots, scores! Caulfield sneaks one through for his second of the day.
Hudson, Suzuki, back to Lane Hudson. Laine thought about the one-timer, rips it, score! Welcome to the Bell Center, Patrick Laine! Matheson He'll bring it in. Mike Matheson drops. Suzuki walks it in, shoots, and that right pass. Look out, score! Marchessault couldn't get the backhand clean to Yoshi, and here comes Evans with Armia jumping up into the play. Evans waiting in, shoots, score! Patrick Laine, wrist shot blocked. Laine reaching for it. Suzuki's got to hustle, and he holds it in. Hudson, Laine, waiting, shooting, score!
Gives it up on net. Pass saved the cord. Kicked the leg out. Took one away from Dobson. Dobson tries again. Shot. Score! Finally, the Islanders are able to solve Joey Daccord. They are on the board as Dobson.
30 left in the power play. And around for Shen. Tip back for Broberg with great anticipation. Bolduc shoots. He scores! Bolduc a rocket from the slot.
Alex Newhook with it. Newhook onto the wing for Caulfield. Dropped it. Newhook looks for the net. Scores! Here comes Newhook to Caulfield. Good save made by Thompson. Caulfield steals it. Suzuki to Caulfield. Shot towards the net. Scores!
Eagles a pass. Suzuki. Slafkovsky flings it wide. And agrees to the point. Great hustle by Hudson. Suzuki. Line out. He scores! First chance was that attack, clean attack through the blue paint, and then Terry and Ducks went to work. Troy Terry. They score!
And then Bolduc from the red line. And Demko wanders. Hands it right to Holloway. Dylan Holloway centers a shot. They score! Bolduc from the slot. A one-timer.
Penguins at the line. Here's a pass that intercepted. Here goes Cole Caulfield rushing in off the Suzuki to the backhand. He scores!
For Brock Nelson. And takes a moment. Good look for Dobson. Noah Dobson opens up with a shot and he scores!
And Kupari at the other end with another good chance for Winnipeg. Montembeault with another save.
Lane Hudson scores! Lane Hudson gets his first NHL goal! Niederreiter tries to deflect it out. Matheson got in the way. Here comes Dvorak. Backhand rebound. Anderson scores!
Nolan Allen got a stick check on it. Opens up Noah Dobson. Dobson walking in and he scores! He took a little bump there from Simplikov. This might come off the board.
Slafkovsky at the goal line. Caulfield. Slafkovsky. Suzuki. Across Laine. One-timer score! Patrick Laine with a rocket, and yep, that one counts! Luukkonen steers that away. Spinning his Caulfield right on, and Luukkonen stopped that. Score! Slafkovsky, the big job, and it's 3-1 Montreal! Hudson at the goal line. Hudson. Suzuki. Drop pass. Laine. One-timer score! He doubles down. Patrick Laine thought about the shot. Stick handling. Hudson. Caulfield. Laine. One-timer! Score! Dvorak. Benson reaching for the puck. Dvorak shields it. Gallagher leaves in front. Pass available. Score! That was pretty cool. Evans shorthanded. Some room for him to cut in. Jake Evans. Score! In game 300. Still tangled up and having a conversation. Play the other way though. Yoel Armia try to get that in front. Armia hits the trailer. Arbor Xhekaj score! Arbor Xhekaj rips it home. Laine to Hudson. Lane Hudson. Cole Caulfield on a 3-game point streak. Hudson. Laine. One-timer. Tip. Score!
Great play by Holmstrom. Now the puck's coming to him. Holmstrom for Dobson. Off of Horvat. He scores!
Off his stick. Lost his footing. A break for Caulfield. Caulfield dropped it at the line for Hudson. Over to Nick Suzuki. Scores! Gustafsson. Now he's on the puck. And Carrier will clear it out at center. Armia kicked it up for Jake Evans. Evans cuts in. Snaps it. Scores! Jake Evans! Laine for Caulfield. Nick Suzuki sets it up. Hudson to Laine. He'll hold. Throws it in front. Scores! Dumps it into the Canadiens' end, and Savard is on it. Savard, long pass, connects with Anderson. Drops it off. Gallagher scores!
Now Slafkovsky. Dying seconds to the power play. Pressured by Provorov. Passes out to Hudson. Varakov out of the box. Shot. Scores! Have settle it down with David Savard. Passing ahead to center. Here goes Jake Evans. Busting up the middle. Scores!
The 24th, 25th, and 26th. As the Blues come in, Zach Bolduc right in shoots. He scores! Bolduc!
Driving wide, Laine using that good reach. Brings it to the corner. Now back to the line. Gooley, rink wide. Here's a chance to score!
Laine or Doc has to drive through the middle of the ice.
Bad change, Florida. And here comes Doc again, right in, scores!
Really nice job by Armia and Evans to work as a pair there and get that puck out.
We might get a chance. Evans shoots, scores! In come the Panthers, and that feed goes off the skate. Right to Slavkovsky. Forsling is back, driving the net. Cole Caulfield right in. He scores! Matheson's at the blue line. Slot pass. Newhook couldn't shoot it. Worked it down to the corner to Patrick Laine. 8 goals as a Canadian. Matheson, slot pass. They score! Newhook rips it! Again, Gooley. I don't think they've officially changed it to Dvorak's goal, but it is Dvorak, and this is Jake Evans driving the net. Armia. Evans scores! Josh Anderson, he'll want to get to center. Chips it past his man. Anderson has Gallagher in front, and he hits the side of the net. Gallagher scores!
Into the corner with a couple Golden Knights. Comes right back to him. Out in front, Caulfield scores! That's blocked right off the shin guard of Josh Anderson. Now here goes Kirby Dach. In with Laine. Out in front, and he scores!
To Suzuki, he'll come behind, tries the wraparound, can't get it past Crevier, makes a play back to the line. Fed in deep, here's a chance, they score! It's Caulfield going top shelf.
Down low to Nick Suzuki. Carried up the wing, back to Matheson. Snaps down low, out in front, Caulfield scores!
Here comes Parker Kelly. He gets stopped to the back, check by Evans. Caulfield onto the wing for Suzuki, 2-on-1. Suzuki to Caulfield, scores!
Out of the corner, Juraj Slavkovsky to the slot. Caulfield scores! The beat goes on for Cole Caulfield. All the way across, long shift here. Gooley, they score! The puck has eyes! Hudson at the point. They'll take it in. Drag it, shoot it, stopped by Lankin in the rebound. They score! Kirby Dach with a curl out in front. That's broken up. A back check by Sasson. Hudson. Out in front, they score! Wayne Hudson off Quinn Hughes. So is Hudson. Lane Hudson, Suzuki, and a shot, he scores! Hey, hey! What do you say? Nick Suzuki!
Behind the net, Suzuki was there. Carlson plays it away. In comes Gooley. Gooley pinching in. Slavkovsky, backdoor beat, score! Cole Caulfield, what a goal! Here's Sandin, looked Ovechkin's way. Found on the pass, look out, Josh Anderson has a break. Anderson in shorthanded. Anderson, backhand, score! And now Montreal has a chance to break away in numbers. Caulfield to Suzuki. Nick Suzuki. Oh, the pass for Caulfield bouncing. Score! He did it again!
Down low to Hudson. Hudson back to Suzuki. One-timer block. And he scores!
Down 1-0 on that power play goal. Here's Cole Caulfield. Chips to the line. Kerfoot couldn't hold it in. And here's Matheson. He's got the wheels. Mike Matheson, forehand, score! The crowd buzzing as Doan had the puck, but Carrier played him well. Here's Laine the other way. Patrick Laine cruising in, drops it off. Newhook in front, across, score! At center, over the blue line. Montreal changing, Kirby Dach has the pass, walks it in. Dach to the backhand, score! Lane Hudson cutting in, shot, score! Lane Hudson buries one. Montreal leads again.
Did it get tipped by Cole Caulfield? You can have young guys. You want to throw them to the Wolves? Good luck. The Wolves win.
Kirby Dach off the turnover. 1 goal in the game. Wrist shot, score! Couldn't handle it. Here's Caulfield. Little burst. Caulfield in. Pass in front, score! What a passing play! Caulfield, Slavkovsky.
And trying to create advantages and not having themselves vulnerable.
Hudson, wrist shot, score! Deflected in front as Montreal gets one.
Down low, Suzuki. Back to Patrick Laine. In front of Uri Slafkovsky, watched by Nyes. Hands it off, and it'll come back to Hudson across. Scores! Another power play goal!
10 of them on the power play.
So 11 on the season, and here's a chance. Anderson in! Scores!
Horvat charging in. Horvat dangled to the outside, but Cunning got a poke on it. Now Barzell, Dobson one-timer, score!
Arbor Jacki. The tip from Anderson. Good steal, Anderson. He'll lead. Dvorak towards the net. Shot, score! And the Rangers able to calm the temperature in their own zone.
Just caught Carrier by surprise.
Steal. Suzuki shoots, score! What a goal! The captain, Suzuki! Puck at the line, held in, but there's Hudson. Lane Hudson maneuvers in, dishes, Caulfield waiting, shooting, rebound, score! Has the puck through center. He'll weave in, Gouli across, score! He did it again! Patrick Laine! OT winner! Laine thought about the one-timer. Laine down low. Score! What a shot! Uri Slafkovsky buries it! That shot, Laine swings at it, as does Doc. Comes to Laine. Laine, Newhook, one-timer, score! 2-2 tie, Alex Newhook! Nothing yet for Hedman in this game. Here's Anderson. Armia, Evans, one-timer, score! Jake Evans, 3-2 game! Rasmussen without a stick as it snapped early in the shift. Matheson walks it in, shoots, in and out of Talbot, rebound, Doc side of the net, poked it just wide. Rap try, score! Kirby Doc tried to flip it to Newhook up the wing. Laine's got it. Nice move, Patrick Laine. Up for Gouli. Race shot, score!
Oh, what a great chance for Nick Suzuki. Just couldn't tip it into the wide open side of the net. Slafkovsky to Caulfield. Center, scores! Turned it over to Slafkovsky. Back the other way come the Canadians. Suzuki dropped it off. Caulfield lifting up. He's got it. Here's a shot, but Carrier scores! Carrier's got his first as a Canadian, and he ties it!
Wrist shot in and out of the glove. Caulfield follow-up. He swung at it and missed. Suzuki. Slafkovsky, one-time drive, score! Uri Slafkovsky, 1-0 Montreal! Suzuki takes a look, backhand, up to Hudson. Suzuki, Caulfield, score! Cole Caulfield rips it. Power play goal, and it's a 1-1 game. He found it for Kirby Doc. Rap try. Carrier. He's got it. Waiting. Newhook. One-timer. Score! Alex Newhook rewarded as that hard work pays off. Newhook. He'll wait. Alex Newhook. Seam pass. Kirby Doc. Pop pass in front. Score! Brandon Gallagher. Bangs it home. Power play goal. Puck up to the line. Lane Hudson. He'll drop. Caulfield. Sends it across. Matheson. Trickles in, score! How did that go in? Alexandre Carrier to Newhook in stride. Alex Newhook stops, falls as he lost his footing. Carrier, high shot, score! Alex Carrier!
3 shots on goal. And now Dvorchenko back for Suter. Shoots it right on rebound. They score! Bolduc on the backhand.
And that's off the leg of Girgensons and comes to center. Newhook. Nice speed over the line, brings it in, drops it off. Gallagher, wrist shot, score!
McDavid, so there's a good mix in their upcoming schedule.
Trade deadline right around that Oiler game as well. Gallagher, wrist shot, score!
And he'll force it deep into the corner. Anderson taken into the corner by Hamilton. Looking for a call, turnover in front, Gallagher scores! Highmore gets knocked over by Arbor Jacki as he tried to clear it. Now it's thrown back to the line. Savard to Jacki with a drive. Moose puck scores! Suzuki won the draw. Here comes Hudson over to Laine. Scores! The stop check. Can't get by center ice. Gallagher back the other way. He'll throw it on in. Almost the same big rebound, and he scored! Struble up on the puck. Clears it out as Sutsa was flying in after him for a check. Here's Slafkovsky, scores! Uri Slafkovsky.
And he clears it out, and that allows Tanev to limp off.
Yeah, I think Tanev got hit 3 times in that shift by puck.
Now Falk The Bolduc shoots. He scores! Bolduc! He comes in. Burakovsky is back out. Blues had one shot on that power play, now 1 for 2. Joseph gets it, shoots, and he scores! Joseph, a bomb!
And I think Zach Bolduc may have gotten a piece of this, so the birthday boy turning 22.
Suzuki over the blue line. He'll dig in and chase after it. He's there first. Suzuki picks up the puck, up for Struble. Habs changing. Struble delivers, tip, score! Uri Slafkovsky!
Carolina could do was send it into the corner.
In comes back, up high. The shot on Anderson fought off. Carrier winds up, deflected, trip, score! Lane Hudson under some duress, trying to shake off Jarvis. Habs control, Laine, Suzuki, in, wrist shot, score! Nick Suzuki, rocket up top! There's Laine, now 9 goals in 14 career games versus Freddie Anderson. Hudson shot, score! Lane Hudson the shot, and he buries it from the blue line. San Jose controls as Mike Matheson, on his birthday, by the way, pretty good look here in this first period. Turnover again, 2-on-1. Caulfield brings it in. Suzuki, one-timer, score!
Jake Wallman does a nice job making sure that his goaltender isn't tested again.
Hudson thought about the one-timer. Suzuki spinning, score! Owen Beck skates it in. Big body check there, delivered by Kostin. In front, Laine, backhand, score! Cole Caulfield over the blue line. Caulfield still with it, through the legs, cutting in, score! What a goal! Cole Caulfield!
Trying to slide it up for McLeod, and McLeod wanted to get it back for Greenway. That was broken up by Hudson, and now it's Laine across, scores! Cole Caulfield! And Hudson will skate it out. Here comes Lane Hudson. Hits the Sabres line. Hudson feeds it across. Scores! Josh Anderson! Newhook for Matheson. In front, scores! Alex Newhook tips it by Luukkonen and in with... Now Peterka missed the pass. 2-on-1 Canadians. Dvorak gets it across, and it's an empty net goal for Jake Evans.
Pops back to the line. And a shot by Gavrikov, blocked in. Bolduc finds it. He's got a breakaway. Bolduc right in. He scores!
Dallas Stars. Oscar Sundqvist down low, wedged a bit by Granlund. He'll stay with it, low to high, Broberg. Stick save, the rebound, they score! Zach Bolduc.
Now back to the line, Lane Hudson. Suzuki. Good pass over, shot, scores! Now Anderson ties up his man, we got a 2-on-1. Matheson with Suzuki, shot, scores! Passes down low, Slafkovsky, back to Suzuki. Up top, Hudson for Suzuki again. Down low, Slafkovsky looks across, and he scores!
A lot of clean, completed passes.
Here goes Matheson, takes the shot, and he scores!
But there's no way in my mind do I think the Montreal Canadiens should even entertain trading him.
Turnover, Cole Caulfield with a shot, rebound, scores!
No call, Blues get it. And now the former Duck Fowler to center. Bolduc up the middle. In the clear, Bolduc. A shot. He scores! Bolduc on a break, his 11th.
Canucks control. Brock Besser, the back end, though, hits Slafkovsky and Caulfield for Suzuki. Nick Suzuki, he's got a step back, get out! Nick Suzuki! What a goal! 1-0 Montreal! Uri Slafkovsky flips to space, wanted Caulfield cutting in. Little home run play here. Slafkovsky back on the puck, brings it in. Wrist shot, score! Up quickly, Slafkovsky hands it off. Suzuki with Caulfield. Across, shot, goal! What a pass! Plays it around, Matheson takes a look. He'll dish to center. Hronek will stop that. 20 seconds to go. Matheson, one more time, open net, score! Hudson, he'll set things up, walking the line. Leaves for Suzuki. Suzuki, Laine, one-timer, score! Welcome back, Patrick Laine! Seattle a couple fresh legs out as Newhook advances play up ice with Laine. Patrick Laine in centering feet, score! Laine to Newhook! Hudson starts the play, one-on-one, Slafkovsky cutting in, wrist shot, score! Uri Slafkovsky, what a dagger! Nick Suzuki off the wall, up top, Struble, one-timer, tip, score! The tip in front! His 100th point!
Now Bolduc. Thomas swings it low for Buchnevich. Thomas in front. Bolduc shoots. He scores! Bolduc!
Fan on it, got it back, and his shot goes wide. Caulfield for Hudson, Delaney, he'll hold, shoots, scores! Carrier, fanned on it, got it in deep. Barkov off the foot of Jones, Slafkovsky in tight, Caulfield scores!
With their goal scoring, the Islanders have stayed with the program, and they found a way.
Noah Dobson trying to pull ahead. Dobson in, scores! And he's had such a tough year. You know, Josh Anderson's been dealing with stuff as well all season long. Here's Hudson in, shoot, score! Lane Hudson! Gallagher, good steal, got a stick on the puck for Dvorak. Sweeps it across, Carrier waiting, shooting, screen in front, score! Josh Anderson! 3-3 tie! Gallagher at the goal line. Suzuki waiting, dishing, one-time drive, Allmark pushed across, Stillers, score! Able to release. It's up to Josh Anderson, buries it! Anderson, second of the game! Montreal leads by 2. Empty net, Gallagher. Can he bury one? Stützle and scores! Brendan Gallagher!
Well, it took a funny hop off the stanchion, too. Islanders in slowly. Horvat. Thompson back to Horvat. Cuts to the middle. Backhand shot save. They score! Goals in back-to-back games for Noah Dobson, and he ties it.
They'll slip it across. Hudson waiting, dangling. Hudson in front through the crease. Slafkovsky down and out. It comes up top. Suzuki, Laine, score! Struble there trying to break it up. He can't. And then Pajot couldn't center. Then he gives it away. Brendan Gallagher, he's in alone. Gallagher in, score!
Quick shot. Score! I think that went off Quinn Hughes' stick. He might have accidentally redirected that, and the Blues have taken the lead. Bolduc, we mentioned the youngster has been around it, and looks like he's going to get the first one of the night.
Darts by Kaiser. And the captain pulls up, finds Broberg, shoots it, rebound. They score! Bolduc gets the rebound.
And it comes loose for Nick Suzuki. Back to the point, Struble shoots, scores! Tripped in front by Slafkovsky, and the Canadians are on the board. And Lindgren fell, got back to his feet. Moved it to center, Carrier stopped it, Slafkovsky trying to get it in by Lindgren, and he's got it, Slafkovsky scores!
Caulfield, turnover, one-time try, Binnington, what a stop on Suzuki. Good setup, Caulfield to Suzuki, and Binnington's best save. Lane Hudson, tip, score!
So the Blues will be within 2 points of that first wild card after tonight's win. Blues on the power play, Thomas to Bolduc, in front, shoots, he scores! Bolduc!
You're trying to establish yourself in the NHL. You have contracts on the line. Try and make something of these last 9 games.
Here's Newhook, some speed, cutting in. Newhook, shooting, score! Another face-off win for Suzuki. Back to Hudson. Backdoor feed. Struble drops it offside of the net, score! Cole Caulfield jams it in from behind the net. Laine, side of the net. Oh, what a stop. Harrison, Laine again, score! Second effort, Patrick Laine, 6-4 game.
An opportunity for Christian Dvorak. His shot will be off the mark. Martinook wants to get to it. It'll be kept in by Gallagher. Out in front, they'll score!
You know, we're going to input a couple different younger players that we signed recently or brought up. Oh, there we go. Speaking of a young guy.
How about Bolduc scoring on the power play?
Well, and, yeah, right on cue. And Doug, I mean,
Suzuki. Space. Thought about the shot. Drops it off. Hudson. Across. One-timer. Score! Patrick Laine. Power play goal. Here's Hudson. Abs set it up. Nick Suzuki. Caulfield's in front. Suzuki. Slafkovsky. Wanted Caulfield. Score! Across. One-timer. And Bobrovsky pushed across on Caulfield. In front. Slafkovsky couldn't cash in. Hudson again. Across. Another one-timer. Score! The captain, up top, Jones, one-time bump, big block, Gallagher, he's got the empty net, Brendan Gallagher buries it, and the Montreal Canadiens lead by 2. And he got crunched by Bjornfot. Samoskevich Back on the puck, here's Hudson. He'll collect. Lane Hudson quickly for Gooley towards the net. Zip. Score! Montembeault to the bench again. Extra tacker out again. Hudson at the line towards the net. Rebounds! Score! Suzuki! What a deflection! Waiting, dropping, Suzuki. Coasting in some space. Nick Suzuki. Wrap try! Suzuki! OT winner! Unbelievable!
For Pasternak, dumped in. Zacha back for Kiki. Broken up. Now it's Suzuki. And he's got space with Caulfield going to the net. Suzuki to Caulfield. Scores! Cracks it down in the corner. Jake Evans tangled up with Pete. Evans knocked it free. Gallagher, but scores! Up off the glass. Middlestad trying to get to it. Armia's there off the boards and out. Jake Evans will jump up on it. Evans to the captain with the empty net. He scores!
D'Angelo waiting for it. Now it's Thompson. Return to D'Angelo. They'll switch places. They open up the one-timer. Thompson scores!
Now Buchnevich with it. To the back for Fowler. Fowler again. Far side Thomas. In the slot. Bolduc shoots. He scores! Bolduc! A bomb! A power play goal!
Evans trying to give it back for Dvorak. Now he'll take it. Dvorak for Evans. Jake Evans centered. Gallagher scores! His car keys and wallet, I think, are there too, but he skated away and left them. Here comes Hudson. Lane Hudson scores! Hudson! What a shot! Here comes Nick Suzuki. He's first on it. Around the net. Suzuki down to one knee. Back up. Shooting. Scores! What a goal!
And now the Blues finally get set up. 35 to go in the power play. Here's Fowler for Thomas. He works in. Finds Bolduc. He was open. Now shoots. And he scores!
Good job, Suzuki. He jammed up O'Reilly enough, and he's on the move. Suzuki tried to find Caulfield. Cole Caulfield in. Shot. Score! Cole Caulfield! Makes it even more. Lane Hudson. Dish across. Laine. Wrist shot. Score! Patrick Laine. 20th goal. He spins away from Berggren. Hudson. Suzuki. The dish to Matheson. Wrist shot. In and out. Caulfield in front. Score! In the corner with Anderson. And the helmet came off from Johansson. He's got to get up. Score! The pass in front. The tap job. Anderson. Net empty for the Wings. Puck in the corner. Sent in front. Swing and a miss. Still loose. It comes to Gallagher. Score! His 239th career goal in history, tying the great Bob Gainey. And how about one more time? Empty net. Nick Suzuki score!
With that, it's the 300th career point for Thomas Chabot on that assist. Pass in front. Scores! Nick Suzuki!
I like that fact that only 3 shots. For me, that's the most important factor.
Horvat, Dobson, what a pass, and they score! Bo Horvat, a behind-the-back feed to the streaking Noah Dobson.
You can see the skill there through the legs for Demidov. Demidov has it. Demidov circles it front. Scores! Well, you know who's out. With the digits on his back of 93. Goes after it now. He's in. He scores! Oh my! Demidov! Push back. Colliding there with Suzuki. Made the play to Hudson though. Hudson walks right in. Passed up. They score! Caulfield!
Under a minute to go in the first. Stuggerud, far side. Tip to Robert Thomas. Now Thomas back for Fowler. Thomas to Bolduc. Shoots. He scores! Bolduc, a power play goal! His 19th!
It's going to run. It's going to function a lot better for the Habs.
Here's Slavkovsky with it. Juraj Slavkovsky sends it over to Kaden Gooley. Gooley with a shot. Scores! Gooley! Slavkovsky jumping on the loose puck. Trying to get in front of Jankowski. Carrier's got it. Suzuki. Right, shoots. Scores! Hudson fired it down to Caulfield. Caulfield waiting. Back to the point. Gooley coming in. Scores! Well, push back Burns and Suzuki. And a scramble off the draw. Picked up. Evans down the ice. Scores! Jake Evans! Lane Hudson to Nick Suzuki. Pressured, but he got it back for Hudson. Over to Laine. Another shot off the skate. Loose in front, scores! Caulfield to Hudson. Hands it off. Carrier shot kicked out. Rebound. Wide open net. Scores! Nick Suzuki ties it. Chychrun and McMichael turned over. Newhook to Carrier. Shooting. Scores! Suzuki will draw against Dowd. Carlson turned over. Scores! Suzuki and the captain puts the Canadians out front. Mangiapane back of the goal. Cut out by Caulfield. Hudson jumps in. Pass across. Scores! Caulfield! As Slavkovsky has got it. Here comes Slavkovsky. Hands it off. Caulfield. Slavkovsky. Score! Newhook. Dropped it off. Gallagher goes after it. Gallagher trying to work it in front for Kapanen. Newhook scores! Caulfield onto the wing for Slavkovsky. Gets by Lars Eller. Dropped it back for Hudson. Over to Demidov. Demidov drives for the wrong way. Great play. Center. Scores! Slavkovsky ties it. Ivan Demidov down to Nick Suzuki. Bumped by Royes will give it back for Demidov. Hudson across. Caulfield scores! Caulfield!